What is an outbreak? So, outbreak means it is two or more linked cases of the same illness or a situation where the observed number of cases exceeds the expected number. That means, for example, every month you have been having 5 cases of measles. You have reported 5 cases, and suddenly in the month of October, you have reported 25 cases. So that it doesn't, isn't it exceeding than the expected number, right? So that becomes an outbreak. Or a single case of rare disease caused by a significant pathogen. For example, in an area where there is no yellow fever or no Ebola, and suddenly one case of Ebola is confirmed. So that also becomes an outbreak. In our hospital setting, for example, in your MICU, you have had no case of MRSA in the last 6 months, and then one MRSA case props up, and then another in the next 2 or 3 days. That also becomes an outbreak situation. So then what's clustering? Clustering is aggregation of cases in a given area over a particular period without regard to whether the number of cases is more than expected. Right? So you don't have to exceed that baseline in case of a cluster. So I just thought I'll share some, yeah, you can go on to the next slide. Some interesting articles pertaining to, outbreak situation in healthcare. Um, uh, you can go, can you go on to the next slide, please? It's, Stella?
Yeah. Dr.
Yeah.
Nitya, we are able to change to
Yeah,
next slide.
yes, yeah. So, no, in our hospital, if you see, we have had a lot of outbreaks which come from, which are basically water associated. So we have, these are some interesting articles which I found where they have grown Burkholderia from the chlorhexidine mouthwash, and which led to a lot of ventilator associated pneumonia cases. Similarly, your water, especially the, water that we use in our CSSD, in our ICUs, all these, if they get contaminated, again, they can cause a lot of healthcare associated infections. So, next slide, please. Yesterday, I was just going through some of the articles, and I also found this very interesting article which said the New Delhi metallo-beta-lactamase Klebsiella, which is actually an XDR, extremely drug-resistant Klebsiella, being isolated from the toilets and causing nosocomial outbreaks. So it's very important. That's why we keep stressing upon cleaning and disinfection of each and every corner of our hospital. So with these examples of outbreaks in hospital settings,